Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato evening headlines on April 21, 2022. World Bank chief says food crisis will lead to global human catastrophe, Business Live. The Guardian, World Bank warns of global food crisis caused by war in Ukraine. The Times, world facing human catastrophe, food crisis from Russia's invasion of Ukraine, says World Bank. The Independent, World Bank's David Malpass seeks new debt resolution process on China worries. Bloomberg, World Bank plans $170 billion financing to ease multiple crises. I don't regret it, ex-CIA agent who inspired Zero Dark 30 defends waterboarding. The Guardian, exclusive, ex-CIA analyst says she got bloodied in tangled US war on Al-Qaeda. Report, Chinese credit card processor rebuffs Russian banks. We had 4,000 policewomen in Afghanistan. Let them get back to work. Israel airstrikes target Gaza Strip in response to rocket attack. There will be no way back. Will war change Finland's pragmatic approach to Russia? The Guardian, Russia upgrades Northern Fleet as Finland debates joining NATO. The Times, NATO entry finds favor with Swedish and Finnish companies. Financial Times, Sweden to speed up security review as Ukraine puts NATO question in spotlight. Reuters.com, growing majority of Swedes back joining NATO, opinion poll shows. West warns of Russian cyber attacks as concerns rise over Putin's nuclear rhetoric. The Guardian, West warns of Russian cyber attacks on critical infrastructure. Florida Senate passes bill that would strip Disney of special self-governing status. Sky News, Florida advances bill to repeal Disney's private district amid "Don't Say Gay" feud. The Guardian, years of fruitful relations between Disney, Florida at risk. The Independent, opinion, Disney, despite groomer controversy and Ron DeSantis attacks, is still magic. The Washington Post, Florida Senate votes to eliminate Disney's self-governing authority and tax breaks. Nearly 3,000 of Russia's notorious Wagner mercenary group have been killed in the war, UK MPs told. The Independent, Russia deploys up to 20,000 mercenaries in battle for Ukraine's Donbas region. Ukrainian Holocaust survivor, 91, dies during Mariupol siege. The Guardian, Holocaust survivor dies in Mariupol basement amid Russian siege. OneWeb, UK satellite firm does deal to use Indian rockets. German report casts doubt on scale of its weapons support for Ukraine. The Guardian, Germany points finger at Britain as anger grows over failure to send weapons to Ukraine. The Telegraph, Germany refuses request to send weapons to Ukraine. News. The Times, Germany is now the West's weak link. The Telegraph, German foreign minister defends delay in sending armored vehicles to Ukraine. U.S. Capitol evacuated as baseball parachute display seen as probable threat. The Guardian, parachute demo at Nats Park causes brief Capitol evacuation. The Independent, plane carrying Army parachutists briefly alarms Capitol. The New York Times, parachute performance from Nationals game causes evacuation of U.S. Capitol. NBC News, baseball game's military demonstration prompts brief panic as Capitol Police orders evacuation. Woman, 31, catches COVID twice within 3 weeks in Spain. The Guardian, Spanish health worker battled Delta and Omicron within 3 weeks of each other, scientists find. Daily Mail, healthcare worker tests positive for COVID-19 twice in 20 days in world first since pandemic began, study suggests. Sky News, healthcare worker gets COVID twice in just 20 days. ITV News, woman infected with 2 COVID variants within record 20 days. French election, Macron and Le Pen clash in TV presidential debate. BBC, Emmanuel Macron and Marine Le Pen clash over Russia in leadership debate. Guardian News, Barclays credit strategists warn on nonchalance over Le Pen win. Bloomberg, even if Macron wins the election, Le Pen has won the ideological war, Mary Dejevsky. The Independent, a win for Macron will not be a complete defeat for France's far right. Putin tells Russian troops to blockade Mariupol, so that not even a fly comes through. The Independent, Putin tells forces to seal off last Mariupol fighters, BBC News. BBC News, Russia-Ukraine latest news, UK sanctions butcher of Bucha as 1,000 civilian bodies recovered around Kyiv. The Telegraph, Mariupol's agonizing and brutal siege may be as historic as Thermopylae. Bloomberg, Putin orders blockade of Mariupol steelworks, so a fly can't get through. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.